Hello, everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. This is episode 11, and today I'm just going to ramble a little bit about what I have done right now. I've done a little bit of magic stuff, as you can see, with blood magic and also with Botania. But between episodes, what another thing I have done is I have expanded my hostile neural networks room. So as you can see, I have a new layer now, and I actually timed this, right? All of these, by the way, are producing nether stars with wither data models. So if you check here, all of these are just producing wither data models. These bottom ones are still to get all the way up to self-aware, but eventually they will. But I mean, even if they were all self-aware, right, it would maybe increase the rate only a little bit. So right now we're producing about 3 nether stars per second. And you might think that's a lot, right? That's probably that's probably what you think. But we need about 3x compressed blocks and 15 of them per star. So if you do quick calculations, that's like 729 not times 9. So that's what that's 9 times 9 raised to 4, right? So that's 6,561, and times 15. That's what 98,000, right? About 98,000 per star. 98,000 nether stars per star. So for 18 stars, which we need, is 1.7 million nether stars. So yeah. And I calculated that, right? Like, how long is that going to take? So if I divide 1.7 million divided by 3 divided by 360, right? You get 4,009. No, you get 1,640. So it would take 116. It would take 1,600 hours, right? Seconds to minutes to hours, right? It would take 1,600 real life hours to get enough nether stars. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to run this for 1,600 hours. That's actually kind of crazy. I mean, we already have enough, almost have enough, right, for 1 star. Almost, right? We already have 14 of these. We just need one more. We just need actually, I thought, yeah, we need 1,000 more nether stars, and then we'll have another. We need, because it's about 6,000, right? Per 6,500, right? 61 per. So yeah, we almost have enough just for one single star. That's, yeah. I'm thinking, right? So there are ways to get nether stars, right? So one of them is this, is this, right? The method we're doing, and another one is this. We're basically duplicating nether stars through this process, through ethylene, right? You just make inert nether stars, and then you just what do? You convert them into regular nether stars with 1 millibucket of antimatter. So, and this takes about 200 ticks, right? So that's about what, 10 seconds? 10 seconds for 16, that's pretty slow still. So I don't know about that, yeah? Right? But we also do not have enough antimatter to be able to run that constantly. That's also a problem. We do have enough wither skeleton skulls. I'm pretty sure we don't need any more. I mean, it's pretty easy. That's not a point. But we don't have enough antimatter production because we are not producing enough fissile fuel, and the reason for that is because I'm not able to run my fusion reactor at max rate, right? Or at a rate that would be comfortable. And that's because I don't have enough uranium. I'm not being able to produce enough uranium essence, and I'm just producing about like 1 uranium per second, and that's not enough. I need at least like 10 uranium per second being produced, right? Actually, that's not even per second. This is like, what is this? Yeah, I don't know how to categorize that, but I mean, if you think about it, right, like it should be pretty easy because one uranium gives you two of these yellow cake uraniums, and two of these gives you about, oh my goodness, the lag is horrible. I don't understand today. Okay, gives you 250, right? And I want to run the fizzle fuel at about 500 millibuckets per tick. Oh, per tick. That's the issue, right? We want this to be producing per tick. That's the issue. I want to be consuming about this much per tick. Meaning, I want this much uranium oxide being produced or fizzle fuel being produced per tick. About 400. I would assume I want about 400 millibuckets of fizzle fuel. For that, I would need about 20 uranium per second, or about 1 uranium per tick. Yeah, I would have to think about that. So, if we look over here, I have my phytogenic setup here. I also have expanded this. I don't think I even showed this actually. I also am running this with XNet, but I'm having some bugs where these like designated blocks just don't work for some reason. Like if I try to create, if you see, if I try to click on this node, and if oh my god, okay, if I try to create a node, it just doesn't let me. I don't know why, and it's these specific three blocks. It was there here as well before, but for some reason this works now too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. But apparently these phytogenic insulators, they actually have a chance to duplicate seeds. This actually says additional chance is 0%, but it's more like 0.1% or 0.01% or something like that. So there is a small chance. So if you just let these running, they'll eventually just keep duplicating the seeds, whatever seeds you put in. So I've just been letting some seeds just run constantly, because then I can actually run them at full speeds. Another thing that we need is dirt, right? We need compressed dirt. That's another thing we need. Compressed netherrack is also one thing we need a lot. I feel like netherrack should be easy, right? Because we should be able to use blast chillers or some other method. If we come over here, right, these are all producing. Oh, I don't think I need to be running these anymore. I don't know why I'm still running these, because we have enough obsidian. I already put them in a specific place, but netherrack is another thing we need, and I don't know how we're gonna. I mean, we can mine for it, right? But I was wondering, stonework generation. We can use the material stonework factory and it just consumes lava. Or it consumes water too. I mean, that's not that big of a problem, is it, right? Um, Drying basin, that's not. There's bees as well. I don't think that's. I think this is the best way to produce it, right? It's probably the best way with the stonework factory. We could produce a lot of netherrack. This can produce about a netherrack per second, I'm pretty sure. Or two per second. This is pretty fast. But we would need water and lava, which is not bad. We could set up a similar thing as to this, and we would only need a line because these things are pretty slow, right? If I remember correct. Oh yeah, these things are awful. Actually, these have max upgrades. Some of them do, but yeah, these things are ridiculously slow, and they got me enough obsidian. So if I set up stonework factories, just a single layer of them, I think that'll be enough netherrack. So that's probably something I should do for netherrack. So I'm going to bookmark that material stonework factory. Material stone. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I'm going to bookmark this because I need this to be producing that. Also, dirt is something that we need to produce. Now, essence is one thing we can use, but we can also use this. I don't know how. I don't know how. The thing is, I'm about to show you my Botania setup, right? And the only limitation factor here is mana. And honestly, you're producing plenty of mana to be able to do this, to produce that. We could use mud, which is a horrible way to do it. We could do biofuel with sand, and sand is something you can actually produce, right? With like some stonework factory or something. But we do need biofuel, which is the crushing thing. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of different ways. This dirt is especially something I'm confused about. But the way I have been doing it mainly is just using the quarry card from the builder. And it seems to be fine, right? If we look here, this is my box. We have two. It needs about 500,000 dirt per star. That's just so ridiculous. So we are mining about 500,000 dirt per star, right? And I think that's an equivalent amount to the netherrack we need. If you look at the star recipe, this is also the same, right? Because this is only 5x. That's why we got that pretty quick. I'm still working on the diamonds and the emeralds. And endstone is something we need as well. I completely forgot about endstone. My gosh, this is really annoying. Oh god, this is especially the most annoying part. Conjuration catalyst. Honestly, this feels like the way to go. We could also like farm mobs, right? That's one way. We could do any of these. What is this? Alchemy. Stone with chorus fruit? Blue skies. What the hell? Alchemist. I'm gonna bookmark this because I don't know how that works. So, but yeah. Sandstone. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, wait. Goodness gracious, what is happening? A stone with conjuration essence. Honestly, this is free. But that's 8 per, and this is 24 per, right? I feel like this is the way to go, right? It has to be the end seeds. Do I even have end seeds? End essence? We do. Interesting. But I don't even have recipes, I believe. Do I even have... I don't even have any endstone. That's interesting. So I don't even have a recipe for endstone. Interesting. End essence. So we have 38,000, right? 38,000. I'm gonna do math right here. 38,000. Let's do the exact number. 38,568, right? So 38,568 times 24, right? So that's about 1 million endstone right there, right? And we need, oh my goodness, we need how much? We need only 59,000. Okay. Oh my gosh, my cat's trying to get in my door. That really scared me. Oh god. Oh, it's like trying to push. He's trying to push the door to get in because he's trying to come to me. Oh my goodness. That's the cutest thing I've seen all day. I don't know if you can hear him, but that's really cute. Okay, sorry. The endstone. Endstone. Right. So 925,000. We need, what is it? 59,000? 59,000. Oh my god. 59,049. 049. We can get 15. We have enough for 15, right? That's crazy. Oh god. I didn't even think about endstone, but we have enough for endstone. We don't even have to think about that, actually. That's actually crazy. It's been the thing about diamonds and emeralds is because we consume them in recipes. That's the reason why we don't have enough, right? That's the reason why. Oh, also because it's more like the endstone recipe because we actually have to make the blocks, and endstone is something you just get directly. Also, the essence does not give you as much. But yeah, we have this much right now. I'm just constantly requesting them every time we get enough blocks of diamonds and emeralds. We just request them, and I'm just saving them here. And yeah, it looks like we have The emeralds is something we are severely lacking on. If you can see, I should probably start duplicating emerald seeds as well. Yeah, that phytogenic place is one place I need to start getting for my dim seed and stuff. But nether stars is something that I need to work on as well. So nether stars, netherrack. There's a lot of things I need to start working on. But spoiler. Let's not show that. Let's show you blood magic first, right? So what I've been doing with blood magic. Oh my goodness, my cat is so adorable. I cannot even tell you how much. Oh god. Okay, so blood magic, right? So I did this whole altar thing. I should probably upgrade these. I have enough runes. I was crafting a lot of these runes actually. But yeah. So basically, blood magic. It's a really annoying mod. You basically start off by sacrificing yourself, stabbing yourself to get blood into this thing. And eventually you can craft runes and we can put upgrades on them and you can make it bigger, right? This goes tier 1 and then tier 2 and then tier 3, 4 and then finally 5. But between this tier and this tier, tier 4, you need this thing, the large bloodstone bricks, any form of bloodstone. And for that you need to go to the dimension. I forgot what dimension it was called. It's there on my oh my goodness, lag, excuse me. I think I've been having memory issues recently. This been really annoying. But if I show you the hidden realm, that's exactly what it's called. So the hidden realm, and that's the demon realm. So for unlocking tier 4 you need to make this. You make like a whole ritual thing. Honestly, like, I don't want to do it because like people have been doing it for so long. You know, there's no interesting content there. But one thing to note is I'll show you an interesting thing. But before, basically I have this well of suffering. This is how you make rituals. Those rituals also look like this rituals, but then once you summon in the portal, they actually remove all the ritual stones and then replace it with like plain old stone blocks. For some reason, I mean, it just consumes it because then you can't like reuse it for a different ritual. That's why. Because this thing you actually need all the stones to be there, right? To be running this ritual 24/7. But basically, this is the well of suffering, and I believe villagers are one of the best mobs for this. And the well of suffering just kills nearby mobs, slowly drains their life, and it produces what should I call it? Life essence or blood, and it puts it into here. There's like a radius. I think it's like 15 tall or something. I believe. I don't remember. I'm sorry. But this is the interesting part. So you can actually automate this, and I didn't know this, but you actually have to put a redstone lamp under this. I was trying so hard. I think I even have footage of it. I was trying so hard to get this to automate because I saw somewhere that this gives off a redstone signal when it's done with a single conversion, right? So if you put stone in here, let's say, right, this is how you start off in blood magic. You just put stone, and then eventually it'll convert the stone into a slate, and then this, because there's a redstone lamp, it will give off a redstone signal. If you don't put a redstone lamp, then it does not give off any redstone signal. But every time it's done with a single conversion, every time it converts to something, then it gives off a redstone signal, given you have put the redstone lamp underneath. So I'm taking this redstone signal and I'm putting it over here. I'm putting a repeater because it's not enough delay. And I have two model routers, right? This is for pattern provider. I have all of the processing patterns for all of my what should I call it? The slates from the blood magic, right? So this thing will automatically, pattern providers automatically push into model routers. So this is automatically pushed in, and this is my input slot, right? I don't need the regulator augment anymore because I was trying to do something else before. It was kind of bad. It wasn't working. But basically now how I'm doing it is every time I receive a redstone signal, I block the input and I allow the output. That's how this works. So every time a single conversion is done, the output is unlocked, so it can pull in the item, and then it send it back to our ME system. And the input is locked, so new items cannot be pulled in, put into the altar, because I was having an issue where it was trying to, every time this was done with the conversion, it would quickly put a new one, and then because the output was still unlocked, it would quickly pull out that one as well. So that prevented the sequential crafts from happening. So I just block the input every time this thing is pulling something, so this thing does not accidentally pull something that this thing is trying to input, right? Does that make sense? Right? I think that makes sense. But yeah, that's how I automated it. It's kind of cool, actually. I'm kind of proud about it. But yeah, this is another thing. I was converting these. I don't know exactly why I'm producing these, but yeah, I'm making these, converting the saturated tau into the alchemical reaction chamber. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why I am making these, to be honest. Oh, it's because of the blood shards. Yes, this thing makes blood shards. That's why. This is another thing you need to progress into the game. You need for bloodstone bricks, and also for making the tartaric gems and whatnot. Actually, do you even need it for something else? I'm not sure. Why did I even make so many of these? I'm not sure. There must have been something. I don't remember right now, but oh, it's because the bloodstone bricks themselves are used in crafts. That's why. It's used in the crafts for all the reinforced runes. So these are all the basic runes that you see, but you can also have these reinforced runes. They have a darker border, and they work much faster. They're like 20% better than the regular ones. But they need ethereal slates, which is like the final tier of slates, and they use a lot of blood and take a lot of time. If I request an ethereal slate, I'll show you how long it takes. So basically it does sequential crafts. Oh, but I already have enough, so it's just, but basically if it didn't have the demonic slate, it would go back to the blank slate, and then would do the reinforced slate, and then the imbued slate, and then the demonic, and then the ethereal. So it would do them sequentially, right? It would input, output, do them back and forth like that. But if you see, this takes a lot of time and a lot of blood, if you see, because this thing has like max reinforced runes, right? So the well of suffering is giving me a lot of blood. It's like 5 buckets per, right? But that's not enough for this thing. That's crazy. There you go, ethereal slate. Yeah, it takes a lot of blood. It's actually kind of crazy, but that's blood magic for you, right? It's kind of tedious, it's kind of annoying, but I see most people doing it manually. That's why I feel like this thing is so cool. I haven't seen anyone do this. I like, this is genius. Like, this is so simple. It's actually so simple. Like, more people should do this. This is just such a simple modular router setup. Because I saw a guy, you know, the reason why I was trying to automate this is because I saw a guy. I forgot what his name was. Oh, I should mention it to you. It's not fair because he was trying to do it with integrated dynamics, and oh my god, it was hilarious. Like, see him fail constantly. He did succeed eventually, you know. But like he was trying to I feel like he overcomplicated it too much. He was trying to use pedestals to like get the items in one at a time. Yeah, and then he was trying to use chess, and he was doing all this. Like, it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of really bad for him. Yeah, Dew Stream. Yeah, Dew Stream. Yeah, Dew Stream. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone else try to. I've seen so many modded creators do blood magic. I have never seen anyone else fully automate this with like proper A2 crafting and stuff like that. That's kind of cool, you know. I'm really happy I did that. I'm so glad I did that. But yeah, that's blood magic, and that's gonna be it for blood magic. So let's move on to Botania. So the way you start in Botania is the petal apothecary. Right, and this thing you need to like, every time you craft something with it, it consumes water, so you should actually refill the water. So I just have a simple setup with this, the Emperor's Chalice, and it just right clicks onto this and gives it water. Pretty simple, so I don't have to refill the water. So that's what I did for that. Oh my goodness, the lag is, it's untenable. It's truly, it's un uh um but yeah, the one of the starting methods of generating mana in Botania is always endoflames. You just give them any burnable material like this, and anything close by, they'll just consume them, and they'll produce mana. And if I check these ones, they're all connected to this mana spreader and that mana spreader, right? And this thing will collect the mana spreader for us, and it will oh, what the hell? Oh, because I had it in the wrong mode, that's why. It was on function mode, that's why it wasn't working. But yeah, if you see, yeah, these things, you can like shift click them, and then you can shift click again to like set the target and destination for these blocks. And you can store them in mana pools. And yeah, this is basically what I've set up. I also set up the mana pool. If you drop some items into it, they actually convert diamonds, steel, and stuff into mana diamonds, mana pearls, mana string. And I actually set up recipes for all of those over here. So all of these have recipes. Pasture seeds is one thing you need for making the floating version of the blocks. So I just set up these, and the modeler, I just have a modeler router that just sends them, because the pattern providers, they automatically push into nearby inventories. So the modeler router receives all the items, and then it just sends it to here, and then it drops these items, and I just have them on blacklist for the dropping, the finished items, and I have a vacuum model and a sender to send all the finished products. Also have the alchemy catalyst on this, because you can do some conversions which are pretty useful. For example, you can make grass, tall grass with oh, you can make grass with this. Oh, you need the leaves, but yeah, another mana infuse. Oh no, yeah, you can do these kind of conversions. If I check here, I'll show you on this. But yeah, you can make all kinds of conversions. Some pretty useful. For example, the leaf. I'd say, I don't know, but yeah, many conversions, pretty useful. I don't know what use I have right now for that, but yeah. Next is the terrestrial agglomeration plate. This is the second tier of it. I actually did the terrestrial. I actually made essence of it. So I actually have essence of all of this steel stuff. So all of the Botania steel stuff, I have essence for them. I have terrasteel automated, but I don't have alf steel automated. That's one thing we don't have automated, because you can't. Sorry, the essence, because you can't get essence for that. But this is the tier 2 of that from Mythic Botany, and you need that for making alf steel, because that is gated behind the Gaia Guardian. Normally the Gaia pylons don't need alf steel if this mod is not there, but if this mod is there, then you do need elf steel for making those Gaia pylons for the Gaia Guardian, unfortunately. So I had to wait for this. This takes 1.5 mana pools. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but the footage of my terrasteel is just so long. It's actually crazy how long this stuff takes. So I'm really glad at least we don't have to do the terrasteel manually. Like, it's this essence makes this stuff so easy. Like, I'm so glad I don't have to do terrasteel manually. But yeah, eventually, once you get terrasteel, you can make these things, the Elven Gateway cores, and you can make a portal to I forgot what this is called. You can check the book. The portal to Alfheim, right? And again, this thing has like conversions that you can do again. So I have this pattern provider doing the same thing as before. is just dropping and collecting them items, and I just have recipes for all of them, just like that. Pretty simple, I would say, pretty simple. Oh, also, you also need like living wood and living rock for many of these crafts, and you just put in stone and log. And this thing, the pure daisy, it eventually converts stone and logs into their living wood and living rock variants. So I just have placers that place stone and logs, and I have breakers that break the living wood variants, the living variants of the blocks. But yeah, pretty simple. I just had them automated so I could get batch craft a bunch, so I had enough for all of my needs, Botania needs. But I'll show that process there. I know you're thinking, what the hell is that? This is the wither aconite. This thing produces mana through nether stars, and we have plenty of nether stars, as you can tell. But we have boop. This thing produces that, like that, if you can see. These things actually cannot handle this. Even the max level mana spreads, I know I can upgrade them. I know I kind of am lazy, but I can, even if I upgrade them to the max Gaia Guardian spreaders, they still cannot handle a single aconite. Like, it's crazy. This thing produces insane amount of mana. And the only way to actually properly collect mana from those things is making a mana collector. I'll probably do this off camera. I'll probably replace this whole setup here with just this wither aconite setup here. I do have a little bit extra wither aconite. I'll probably set it up in the corner. So, and then I also want to set up like a mana battery, like a whole like set of mana pools just for like storing mana for, like, let's say I want to craft this, or let's say I want to craft that, right? I don't want to be waiting for this. I'll show you what that is. So runes is something that are pretty important in Botania, right? So let's say we want the rune of spring, and this thing is going to, oh my god, the lag. Okay, so I'll request this, so I'll show what's actually happening here. Whoa. Okay, so step 1 is this. Crafting is locked. So this thing, if there is sequential crafting, this will lock it. So until primary crafting result is returned, I make sure that this thing does not return anything. I'm also going to link this to this, so this is a little bit faster. We get enough mana, so I can actually show you it happening. But basically, this thing sends it to this chest, right? I detect competitor, and I have this living wood thing, and that's connected to this, and this thing actually sends in all the items. This drops all the items necessary for this craft, and it receives those items through this modular router right here. And this modular router just pulls everything from this chest and just sends it to the actual dropper module thing. So once you actually have all the items set up, you need to wait for it to have enough mana to actually do the craft. But once you have the enough mana, there's actually a mechanic in Botania. This is why Botania's creator is kind of cool. Every time you have a actual legible craft, a competitor will give off a signal strength of 1. But once it has enough mana, it will give off a signal strength of 2. So once we have enough mana, we drop living wood. So this is our living wood channel, and we just drop a living wood straight, drop her one single living wood onto here, right? So you put items, you put living wood, and then you right click with the wand of the forest. So I have a delay here with because the dropper, I don't know, I couldn't get modular router to drop a single item. I'm sure there is a way, but I just couldn't do it. I mean, there's the open chute from Botania itself, right? Botania itself has all of these like automated stuff, but I just don't know how they work. Not the chute, the open barrel, sorry, right? Isn't it open? What is it called? open crate or something. Yeah, open crate. This thing like drops an item or something, and does it's really helpful for stuff. I don't know how the stuff works, but on the book, if you read, I don't like reading, but if you actually read, it tells you basics and mechanics. Nope. Entry, index, trinkets, functional. Yeah, it tells you a lot of functional stuff. There's like hopper. There's the stuff that like picks up items. Yeah, there's a lot of flowers that help you just automate stuff. And I don't know how any of them work, and I don't want to read, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, eventually you'll have enough mana. You drop a living wood, then you right click with a wand of the forest, right? I have activated module with wand of the forest function mode. It just right clicks onto this rune, and then finally the rune is done crafting. So this thing will pick up at the item, but this is, oh, what? That should not be the case. Oh, I have a oh, it's because I have augment. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. But yeah, only the vacuuming itself is on the augment, but the sending happens all the time. That's why I was confused. Why? Because okay, so that's done, right? It drops the living wood. Very cool. So it drops the living wood and it does the right click. Then it goes here, which is right. Oh my goodness, my frames. My frames. It does this, right? And then it picks up the finished rune, right? And then it sends it back to the pattern provider because it's done crafting. So once this pattern provider finally receives the item, it will unlock the craft. As you can see, crafting is unlocked because it locks primary crafting result until it's returned. Now I noticed, right? If you try to do this with refined storage, I don't know how you would do it, to be honest, because this is a feature that's only there in A2. So I mean, maybe you would just create a A2 subnet just to do this, just to do this. I wonder how I would do this if I was using refined storage in this pack. I'll be very honest. In mod packs like these, A2 is kind of better because it's just this. Honestly, it's just this. Just the extended functionality of just the pattern providers compared to the refined storage crafters. It really makes this better. But the only annoying part is like managing P2P tunnels. Like it's just so annoying. I like if I was watching Greg Tech New Horizons from Threefold, and if you see there's like there's a P2P add-on, and there's like a mass, like I don't like having like multiple like of these memory cards. Like I don't understand why that's not there in the base mod. Like it does not make any sense to me why you would do it that way. Like it does not make any sense. Like if you want to have channel mechanics, right? Like might as well have like a master card or something that is connected to your network, and it just shows you all the P2P tunnels in your network. Or you can just save every single one of these, all of these frequencies on a single card, and then you just have a GUI that you right click, and that's what the add-on mod does. That the P2P tunnel add-on mod, I forgot what it's called, right? But it just gives you like this like super chip that you just like right click on any item, and it just like allows you to connect any two P2P tunnels in your network, and it's just so useful. Like I feel like it should be in the base mod. I don't understand why it's not. But yeah, I'm really happy with this because I can do sequential crafts with these, right? If I need mana diamond, I go here. If I need the pixie stuff, right, it makes this, right? It'll do this first, then it'll do this first. If the runes need it, then it'll do this next, right? Like it does. This is why A2 is just so nice. Auto crafting is just it's so good. But yeah, I was also trying to test something with the smart shoot. This thing like allows you to set exactly how many items will drop. But I don't necessarily know how I would lock it exactly, because the living rock is just, it's just, yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand how I do it, because yeah, I couldn't get it to figure out. I feel like this was easier, because then it's just a single pulse. Because I give fire resistance, I'm actually fire immune, so I actually drop down if I don't. But basically, this is the Gaia Guardian ritual. And basically, if you every time you right click Terra Steel or Gaia Steel, if you can see here, right? Terra Steel or Gaia Spirit ingots, then this will activate and summon the Gaia Guardian, right? And normally, this thing is impossible to automate. But I saw this video of a guy. I have to mention these people. Like, this is. There we go. That was 10 Gaia Guardians right there. That took a while. I also put up this seat here, and apparently it actually works. You can actually just put up a seat. I wonder. Oh no, the barrel did not capture any of the. What is happening with the... Oh, it's because I don't have enough stuff in my inventory. But yeah, it does give you a lot of runes, which is quite nice. And while I was sitting there, it took about 10 minutes, I would say, or maybe about 15 minutes. I'm not sure. Probably around 15 minutes for the Gaia Guardians to all die. Oh, I should probably check the loot down there as well. But yeah, I put 10 Gaia ingots. And yeah, this farm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a mob farm in itself. I should probably not be putting those bows. But oh my goodness, I'm getting so much loot. What the hell? How much loot is there? Dude, what the hell? Okay, I should probably I'll avoid these later on. But these are not actually going in my inventory, by the way. I have an armory cabinet connected to my system, so it's not actually directly going into my AE2 system, as you might think. But it's good for filtering the armory cabinet. It's kind of nice. But yeah, it looks like it's trying to kill a vengeance bearer or something, probably. Yeah, those things are annoying. Yeah. So yeah, there we have it. I'm gonna set up something in between. I need to. I was planning on setting this up. That's why you can see I have a 10 rune tablet of Fimbutularies, and we need that for the Mjolnir. That's something that I want to craft and get done with today. But before that, let's get all these dice of fates. So yeah, if you fight the Gaia Guardian 2, you just keep getting. Oh my goodness, yeah, the chapters. You get all of these, and all of these, by the way, are unique. So you need to actually get each of them once before. You need to unlock each of them if you want to get repeated ones. So you want to get like the same thing again and again. But as you can see, because I've unlocked them all, some of them will just repeatedly give me the same thing. But yeah, seems like that was all of them. If you, yeah, the Ring of Thor is one thing that's useful. By the way, this thing is probably the coolest of the relics that you get. Let me like, if I would show it to you, but I've never used it in survival, by the way. So if you use this, if you right click, right? No? Shift right click? I wonder, is there a keybind? Oh, is it? because I have my particles off. Because I had my particles off for the fight. No, I wonder. Huh. Maybe there is a control setting for Botania. Request. Mythic Botany? No. Interesting. I basically this thing is supposed to summon like multiple swords. It has a really cool animation. I don't know exactly how you get it to work. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Oh, I'll figure it out and I'll show you maybe in another episode. But yeah, okay. So we don't need all of this stuff anymore. But yeah, as I've decided, I don't want to do all 18 stars anymore. I will just settle with 4 because if you think about it, the amount of creative items that you can actually craft with the star is not a lot, right? The important stuff is like getting one of these. You only need one of these because all of these generate creative power, but you really only need like this one, right? So I'll just make one. I don't need everything, you know. Do we need infinite mana? Probably not, but we could get infinite mana, so that's another star, right? We could get a creative spellbook, that's another star. And we could get maybe this, the creative blaze cake, that's another star. We could get everything we want within 4 to 5 stars. So I am just going to aim for 4 stars. That's all I want. That's all I'm aiming for. Because there's so many things that I'm just waiting on, such as the nether stars. I'm just waiting for the nether stars to go up so I can. And yes, I can just make more of this stuff. Like it's just really annoying, you know. I just don't like how grindy it has become because it ruins the fun out of me. I don't think this is what I signed up for. And it's pretty easy, honestly, to get like one singular star. It's getting multiple that's hard, right? So that's why I have decided to do that. But also, one thing that I have not shown yet is I have made these wasted radioactive bees. So I'm on the latest update, and they just changed this like yesterday, I think, right? They made that you can actually get wasted radioactive bees directly through polonium, like you just right click, but it's only like a small chance. It's like a 5% chance or something, so you have to spend like 20 polonium or something to convert just one bee. So I have been just farming these wasted radioactive bees, and what these do is they give you nuclear waste. You don't have to create a nuclear fission reactor and get waste that way. You can just get it through bees just like this. Before, you had to actually feed them radiation, but they have added this new thing where you can just feed them antimatter pellets, and that works as a flowering, and you can actually put productivity upgrades. Before, you could not do that. Before, you could not put simulator upgrades on these, and they would not work because they needed to be outside in the actual real environment. So I'm really glad they did that because antimatter was one thing that I was really lacking on, that was limiting my production, my progression. And I'm really glad they did that because that means I don't have to worry about that stuff now. Also, I added in a storage bus to my shulker box for all of my star stuff. I've limited to some of these to have only 4 items because I am only aiming and for the 4 stars. But yeah, also I have set up this thing here. I have replaced all my blast chillers that I was using to produce obsidian, and I have replaced them with producing netherrack. So all of these are producing netherrack. We're producing about 100 per second, which is pretty fast. I believe we already have. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's 500,000. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like about 100 a second that we're producing. Each of these produce like 2 to 3 per second per like operation. That's why this is like ridiculously fast. I have water and lava. I have lava and water just filling all these. Apparently, you can just put them on the same pipe, which is kind of cool, you know. And I've been doing that. Now, Fluid pipes, probably not the best, most performant thing, but I just want these to be running fast. And as you can see, my frames are already not that great to begin with. So yeah, these things make it worse, but it's fine because eventually we'll get enough netherrack. We need what, like 500,000 per, right? 6x netherrack, right? That's 530,000. We can get one more. We already made one dim seed, so we only need uh what, three, no, like 1.5 million more. But if we wanted to do all the stars, we would need 9 million. That's what I mean. Like, this is so stupid, right? I set up this crazy setup, and I'm gonna have to wait for 9 million. Like, I'm gonna have to wait like 100 hours for this to finish getting all the netherrack, because the chunk destroyer is in the config, it's like disabled from giving you netherrack. So you either have to use a builder, or use essence, or just use some sort of stonework factory to get your netherrack. And also the dirt, like these things are just really annoying. I also put some of these soul surges here, so these go a bit faster. These are all sped up. Some of these are already superior, but they should start getting in the some of them should start becoming more self-aware eventually. They'll eventually become self-aware, but yeah, most of these are still in their superior state, so we're still not getting 100% model accuracy. We're only getting like a nether star 88% of the time, basically, if you know that's what that means. But that's fine. Yeah, this one is, and I think this one and this one are the ones that are self-aware, but everything else is still superior, so we have to wait for that. But yeah, eventually we should get enough nether stars. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I mean. I set up, like, this is a crazy setup. You understand what I mean? Like, this is a crazy setup, but like it's not nearly enough. It's not even close, honestly. Like, we need this times like 5 to be producing enough nether stars for our star. Like, it's just so annoying. It's genuinely so annoying. But yeah, that means we don't need any more emerald and diamond like constant production to. I set up 3 hyper boxes to produce everything. You know what? Like, it's just so annoying. Also, I set up this phytogenic insulator setup here, and these are all producing Ceres quartz, because that's another thing that we do not have a lot of. Wait, what happened with those drawers right there? What the hell? Oh my goodness. What? Do I not have transfer into router in this? Transfer out of router? What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Transfer into router. Oh god. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, eventually these should all catch up. And oh yeah, these are all stopped because these are not working. Yeah, the seeds are all in there. So we'll have to wait for the router to catch up. That's so funny though. That's really funny that I forgot to to change the input mode to transfer into router, so all of this just filled up with all of the essences. But we should be producing a lot of Certus quartz. If you see, 77,000. We produce about 60,000 total from like our seed in the hyper boxes. And I replaced all my inferium with uranium at one point because I was not getting enough fissile fuel. And then I replaced the uranium seeds again with all of my what do we call it? With the Certus quartz, so I could get enough Certus quartz for that stuff. But yeah, you see what I mean? Like, that's the annoying stuff. But yeah, so Botania setup. I have finally set this up. I put a mana collector. Basically, these things. These connect to this setup. I can bring out Where is my wand? Oh, it's here. But yeah, all of these are connected to this mana collector, and I just can drop them nether stars through this open crate, and they will generate mana. And then this has a recessive augment. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, recessive augment. So this will transfer. Because it's recessive, it will transfer it to all the regular not ones and also the dominant ones, also the ones with the dominant arguments. I moved my ender flame out. I don't need this. I don't know why this is still here. Interesting that I still left that. I haven't seen that since. But yeah, so I put these mana pools up closer because apparently the distance matters to the runic altar. And I also put Gaia mana spreaders, the max ones, with the max with velocity lenses. So this speeds up the rate at which it sends mana, because as you saw, this thing was really slow before. Also, one thing I changed was I made it had a buffer here before it sends it. So because sometimes the vacuum was like pulling in the input at times, so I made it like turn into blocking mode. No, not blocking mode. I made it lock crafting until the primary output is not returned. If you right, I think I showed that, right. But I added this extra buffer here to make sure that it doesn't pull the output. We could add a redstone augment and turn this to low, right? This is on high, and I could turn this to low. So only when the redstone signal turns off, when the vacuum turns off, we send the items. That probably would have been better now that I think about it. But that's okay. Also, I added more of these glass trapdoors because they kept falling down. But yeah, if we check the rate of production of these runes, oh my goodness. Okay, well, excuse me. What is this lag? Like, I don't understand. Let's say I want what rune do I want? Let's say I want this one, right? Right. Let's request the craft. So I'll drop all the items in, right, just like regular. But look at the speed at this goes, right? So it starts, and look at the mana rate. That is so fast. I can't tell you how fast that is. Like that is ridiculously so fast. This is one of the top tier runes, so it requires more mana too. And that's it. Like it just did that, and now I'll right click, and oh my goodness, wow. The lag is unbearable. And it should pick all of these items up, and there you go. Rune of the thing is done. I don't think it actually consumes some of those runes. That's the thing. That's one of the problems. Because sometimes it drops. When I was trying to craft the rune of prides, sometimes it would drop in the rune of summer as well, the recipe for it, because they're like sequential crafts, and it wasn't blocking this. So I'm not sure exactly why that's happening. So this system here is not perfect. I'll admit. I also saw a tutorial on how to do it with like a AE2 subnet, and that seemed like much better than whatever the hell I'm doing here. But you know, I try to figure stuff out on my own. This is my own solution, so I'm pretty proud of it. It works well 90% of the time, you know. So I'm pretty proud of it. But yeah, that's how I try to set up a battery here. I don't know why this is not working, why that is not transferring mana here. I really don't understand. But these are all have sparks, so these are connected to each other with the spark network. Even these are, so these are all like act as buffers with that. Uh, but yeah. Oh, also to begin my thing to get these. I didn't even explain this, right? To get these, you need to kill the Gaia Guardian, but you actually need the knowledge of Mimir first. So you need to actually make this branch of Yggdrasil, and then make the Horn of the Wild, and then you make the Gwalar Horn by dropping it in mana, and then you just like plop it in here on the branch and give it mana, and then eventually it'll convert into the water from the Well of Mimir, and you just drink it. and you just get the knowledge just like that. But yeah, so I gained the knowledge first. If I can, you can still see it, I think. Yeah. As you drink the water from the well of memory, you gain knowledge about things you could never imagine in your wildest dreams. And then once I got the knowledge, you just get Gaia Guardian to summon it and then spawn it. And you just kill it multiple times and you get that. But yeah, so that's done. We actually have enough of the rune tablet of let me remove these because I don't need this stuff anymore. And also I don't need any of this stuff anymore. That's kind of cool. Okay, so Mjolnir. I can start crafting this finally. Also, I got this from a villager. That's why I didn't show it because like you don't actually have to like go through the whole process of doing the finished PCB and all this. Like you don't actually have to do anything. In this, you just have a villager trade. You just make a charging station, and it's a level 5 like master level trade. And I just got it like that, and I got the micro missiles. So you try to do that. So runes. The Mjolnir. This is something that I've never seen people do, honestly. Botania is something I've seen a lot of people do. It's kind of an overdone mod, you know. But this is something that you don't often see people do. So I'm kind of interested by the fact that they added this. But yeah, already have all of these items, necessary items that I need. I put them in my backpack. So basically, if you check here, it'll show you, not here. If I check here, Mjolnir, right? It shows these runes. These runes are not consumed. Only this center one is. The rune will be consumed, right? All of these ones are not consumed, but they drop on the ground every time you finish a craft. So what I've done is set up a item collector, which will pick up all of these runes, and it'll send it to this barrel, which will send this. The problem is you can't use distribution modules on the rune holders. You actually have to use a sender module. That's the only way to do it. So I set up 2 sender modules for the ones with multiple ones, and I send the individual ones like this one, this one, this one, and this one. I'm just sending that through this module, and the rest I'm just sending it through here. And I just have sender modules sending it to each one of them. And you can see that in action once I finish the craft and see how that works. But basically, all you have to do. Also, every time you finish a craft, this central rune holder is broken. So I'll also put a block placer to place it back. But it's basically semi-automated at this point, and all I have to do is actually just start the Mjolnir craft. So let's do oh, actually I do need something. I need a mana. We can use a mana tablet, but I believe one of the best ways to get mana is probably through the mana mirror, because then this can actually replicate you can just replicate any mana pool in the world. So I can just, I believe I should be able to shift right click. Yeah. And all the mana in this pool now is in my inventory, right? That's pretty cool. So I don't need to actually have mana tablet, full mana tablet. I can just connect to any, I can just use the mana mirror to connect to any of the mana pools in my world, and I can just hold it in my inventory, which is pretty cool. Okay, sorry for the abrupt cut there, but it's been a couple hours since I have shown you that last clip there. But I was doing some create in the meanwhile because I wanted to show the Mjolnir on camera. But yeah, I ended up doing some create. I have some of these running at max speed. I'm just doing this precision mechanism. I'm basically just basically you have to like do this process again and again 3 times, 5 times, and there's an 80% chance that this gold plate will eventually convert into this finalized precision mechanism. But you have to do it 5 times. So some of them are breaking, I think. Yeah, that's a small chance that it just breaks. But yeah, looks like most of these are Oh, what is happening? Oh, I ran out of the stuff. That's really interesting. I did not think that would happen, actually. Yeah, let me just get more of this stuff. That's crazy. I did not think I would run out. I did not get a single one. Is my... That's kind of weird. Uh... Yeah, that's really weird. But basically, these deployers, they basically just place stuff. And, the way I have set this up, I'm using these electric motors, and you can like set whatever speed you want, the rotational speed. It kind of makes create a bit too easy in my opinion. But basically all you have to do is just set this setup here, and I basically have a pattern for this. So you basically have to set up a mechanical crafter like this, and some of these crafts are kind of annoying. They have a lot of plates, materials, and like wires and stuff, right? Normally you would do this, but because we have immersive engineering, I can just do this. So yeah, some of these processes are kind of annoying, but with other mods in a mod pack, it's kind of easy to get this electric motor. This is casing automation. I'm basically just sending, like, if I show you here, I am just basically sending logs, and the logs are sent over to this saw, and I've filtered strip logs, so only strip logs pass through, and then eventually all the strip logs will be plopped on, deployed some alloy, and then, oh my goodness, my frames are horrible. What the hell is happening? Okay, but basically it pops on and it puts the casing in this barrel, and I'm sending them to this here. So it's sending it to my ME system. So that's why it's you can't see it right now. But yeah, let's fix this first. I wonder why that wasn't working, but I'm just gonna put this back down and this back down, and the precision mechanism should start blooping and cycling again and again, back and forth. Oh, I should probably block the incomplete mechanism from being dropped. Oh, but I don't need to do that, right? Because it's not going to send it back. This thing will send the incomplete versions back, but the complete precision mechanism is sending it back to the ME system. So I don't have to actually worry about that. Oh, that probably means... No? No? Really? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna leave it be. I'm running these at full speed, which is kind of bad for your frames. You shouldn't really be doing that, running create mechanisms at like the max stress unit, because it eats up your frames a lot. But I'm just gonna let it run, and we're gonna come over to this ritual station here. I also did... I should have shown this, right? I also did some Forbidden and Arcanus. I've done it before. I've done it 100 times, but something to note, by the way, I don't know why many people don't do this. You can actually put the obelisk and the pedestals together. I always see people trying to remove the obelisk because there's like dedicated blocks here. People think that you can only put the pedestals on these chiseled blocks, but no, you can actually put them anywhere. You don't need to put them on the arcane chiseled polished darkstone. You can actually put them outside, anywhere around inside this forge here. So only the obelisks need to go exactly on this spot, so you can do that. So I've leveled it up. You take a smithing table and then you level it up to tier 1, tier 2, and this is tier 3. I got to tier 3 and I made the eternal stella. This thing allows you to make items eternal, but it also is needed for the ATM Star. Also, they changed the recipe, so we no longer need some of the Nature's Aura stuff for the Oblivion Shard, which is kind of weird. I don't know how you get this, by the way. It doesn't show you. I will have to search up. I want to do that. But if we check, I have also set up, if we come over here, I also set up a chest just to request patterns. So like, patents, sorry, just so I can return like any recipe that I want. So let's say I want to craft the ATM Star, right? This is the final goal of the pack. This will now show me everything I'm missing for the ATM Star because I have all the recipes in. I have pretty much everything crafted up, but it shows everything that I'm missing. For example, I'm missing the miniature twilight forest. I already have this, but we're missing the precision mechanism. We need the pulsating black hole. We need all of this stuff. We need the void forge. We need the immersive engineering railgun. We need to do occultism. We need to do ad astra, get this, and we need to finish awakening these blocks, and also do twilight forest and do cataclysm, right? So a lot of cataclysm, and we need to do cataclysm. We need to do immersive. We need to do occultism. We need to do twilight forest. We need to do evil craft. We need to do ad astra, right? It basically shows me what all I have left to do, which is kind of nice. It kind of makes it easier to plan. But basically, once I will have everything set up, this will just put everything inside this box here, which is kind of very neat, and I can use it for any of the like any processing recipe and just put it in a box. You know what I mean? And I can set custom recipes to just put in a box. So I don't have to, like, let's say I want to build a reactor, right? I can put all the materials needed for the reactor as like a custom recipe, and then it'll just deposit all those items into this inventory, which is kind of convenient. But yeah, that's a nice tip to think about. Oh yeah, Mjolnir. I totally forgot about this, by the way, because I was doing create. I've been getting distracted a bit. Also set up the also set up Stellarite B. Basically, you make two Stellarites. Also, to get the Stellar, it's kind of annoying. But I basically went to the overworld, and what is it called? Stellar Arcanum, right? This is the ore for a Stellarite. This thing has a tag. You can see Forge Ores Stellar Arcanum. You can add that as a tag on your digital miner, on the mechanism digital miner, and it'll mine all of this super fast. That's how I got all of my Stellarites. So cool tip. If you want to use, you should probably use the digital miner for mechanism. Kind of useful to for this kind of stuff, especially rare materials. It's just so annoying to get, but that's probably it. So yeah, I got the mana mirror, right? I forgot what the Mjolnir actually needs. We just need this pasture seed, gold, and this, right? So we just drop one of each. Oh, what? That should not. Where did those items go? Oh, they're under my thing. Let me drop these. Do I need mana for this? Maybe. Maybe function mode? Interesting. Doesn't seem like it's working. Okay. Let's try it again. Oh, the tiny planet. I've completely forgot. Tiny planet. We need the tiny planet. Where is it? Tiny planet. Right? Tiny planet. There you go. Tiny planet. Okay. Okay. It's working. Okay. Ooh, that's so cool. Okay. We made a circle, by the way, guys. We made a circle in Minecraft. There you go. I'm gonna stand as away from it because I don't want to pick the runes up accidentally, because it'll drop all the runes once it's done. My goodness, that takes a lot of mana, doesn't it? Wow. So it takes about half a mana pool, right? Looks like it took about half a mana pool because this is my mana pool. We should probably just craft up more mana tablets just so I don't have to worry about that mana pool filling up. Or maybe I could make another mana mirror for the other one. That's probably a good idea. Yeah. I'll have both the mana pools on me in my inventory. That'll be nice. But yeah. Okay. So I can quickly grab that second one if that is needed. Does this really take that long? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it dropped it on the ground. It's kind of scared me but for a second. But basically, we should be able to shift right click. There we go, Mjolnir. And we have pretty much everything needed for this. We just are missing this, right? That's pretty easy to get in my opinion, I think. But also we're missing the stale wormhole for occultism. So we just need to do this now 4 times. I'm gonna go back up and I'm going to grab this mana pool as well, just so I don't have to wait for this to fill up. And also, I'm probably gonna just put nether stars here. Now, you might think why I'm not automating this, but honestly, a single nether star generates so much mana that like you don't even need to worry about it. Like genuinely, you don't have to worry about this stuff, automating this stuff at all. Like I can just drop a nether star like this, and like that's pretty much enough. Like for all our mana needs, like that's all we need, right? That's kind of crazy, but okay. So we have mana. Let's do the second one. By the way, to pick up the Mjolnir, let me start the next one first before I start talking. I'm just gonna do this step manually. I could automate this as well, but I mean I'm gonna have to pick it up, right? So, and I'm gonna also have to right click it with the wand. So I'm like, I will have to sit here anyway monitoring this, so might as well, you know. So yeah, it takes about half a mana pool. So we have another full mana pool here, so we should have enough for 4 easily. So yeah, that's not bad. We should have enough of the 4 Mjolnirs quickly. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, this is pretty nice. Yeah, you should probably you only need to think about automating putting all the runes in, right? That's the only hard part here, but everything else seems pretty easy. But yeah, I was talking about the Stellarite bee, right? So I set up a Stellarite bee, so I should be probably getting a lot of stuff. Oh, right. Nice. And this is just one bee, by the way. I only have one of these bees set up because just getting one of these was quite hard. Because I still did not have enough Stellarite because you actually need a block for feeding it, right? So now I have way more than enough. Also, I did not have the XP orbs. No, the XP orbs was the problem. But yeah, as you can see, that's no longer a problem. So I should be already have all of the diamonds and all the diamond seeds in my inventory. I should have enough to make all 5 of them quickly if needed. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just going to finish. Oh my goodness, did I drop my... I don't... Okay, I thought I dropped my the wrench here, but yeah, doesn't look like it did. But yeah, these mana mirrors are so useful. Like you don't have to worry about anything. Oh yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, normally to pick up the Mjolnir, you need either you need the absorption effect or you need the ring of Thor, right? So we do have that, right? But I don't have it equipped. I do have the ring of Thor. Uh, but normally, if you don't have that, you need at least absorption. It recommends you to eat a golden apple so you can pick this up. But I already get absorption from all of my leggings here, right? So I don't have to worry about that. I get permanent absorption, so I don't have to worry about not being able to pick up the Mjolnir. So which is pretty nice, you know. I now many of the people who like use mech suits in this pack, I saw that they had to use golden apples. I really thought absorption, is that not how you spell absorption? Absorption. Oh, it's P. I always thought it was B. What? So it's not a... That's really weird. I always thought it was a B and not a P. That is so weird. What the hell? Oh god. Okay. Place the rune, please. Excuse me. Okay, there you go. And that should be the final Mjolnir. Nice. So we're only doing 4 stars, by the way, as I just said in the previous clip. I don't want to think about it. Genuinely, like it's just so frustrating having to work through all of this stuff. Like it's genuinely so frustrating. I don't like. It's just the waiting game. Like this stuff's fine, right? It's kind of cool, especially automating the Gaia stuff, right? That's cool, right? I like the fact that I was able to do that. I was able to see that genius guy's video. I don't think I credited that guy. I forgot what his name was. It was like Ali or something, right? Wait. Let me check. He just like I left a comment too. He doesn't reply to any of his comments. It's so weird. But it's titled in on YouTube. It just says fully automated Gaia Guardian. I wonder if I can find it. Yeah, it's not Ali, sorry. It's All Become F. That's what it is. All Become F. And it's from 10 months ago, and it has like 700 views, but it's fully automated Gaia Guardian. Minecraft Botania fully automated mine. That's pretty cool. And he just has like FTV Skies videos from like a year ago. That's pretty funny. But yeah, that is all the Mjolnirs we need for the star. Very cool. 4 Mjolnirs right there, and I'm partitioning the storage. So anytime I pull up the Mjolnir and put in my system, drag it out and put it back in, it will automatically go into this specific shulker box, which is kind of really cool. Little things like this makes me really enjoy AE2, and I'm like, it's kind of, it's refined storage. When will you have things like this? You know what I mean? Like A2 just it's the quality of life stuff in A2 is really really nice. Like it's just so it makes my it just makes engaging with my storage system so much more enjoyable. Like genuinely, it actually makes me so happy. Oh, we should probably check up on the precision. What? Why do I not have any precision mechanisms? What the hell is happening over here? What? Why? What the hell is happening? Oh, you know what it is? Because I need 5 stacks of this stuff. I'm so stupid. Because these things... Wait. What? Andesite alloy. Why does this have andesite alloy? Oh, that was not the reason. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm confused. But wait, did we get a precision? We got 2. Oh my goodness. We're actually getting some. But basically, because I put 1 stack of gold plates, I actually need 5 stacks of the cog wheels and stuff, right? Because I have to do it 5 times. I totally that totally did not cross my mind at all for some reason. I should probably thought about that, but I'm just going to make 200 of these and not think about it, and also grab some nuggies. Don't mind me calling it nuggies, by the way. But yeah, I'm just gonna make 3 stacks and put these all in chutes. Oh, you know what it is? It's when it breaks down, it gives these materials. That's why. So I need to... Okay, let's fix this right here and right now. Sender module Mark II. Right? Let me grab one of these as an example. Where is it? Sender. Right? So if it's blacklist, right? If it's not this, and if it's not this, then send it back to our ME system, right? so we are not stuck by them. So it should send back all the precision mechanisms, the incomplete ones, but everything else it will send back to our ME system. I probably should have set up like this in the first place, but it's fine. That is fine. But yeah, some of these will break, so that's probably something I should have thought about. Yeah, that's little things like this. Sometimes you have to think about stuff like this. Yeah, okay. Barrel. Let me grab 3 barrels and let me just put them on top, so I don't have to worry about that stuff. Okay, and let me just grab all the cogwheels. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then shoots. I'm using create items because it looks cool, you know. Oh my goodness, my frame is something really bad with my lag here. Okay. So all the cogwheels, all the large cogwheels, and then finally all the iron nuggets. So this process should not be stopped now, and that should be all fully automated, and I should have more than precision mechanisms that I will ever need. And that's done. So yeah, so we're done with the Mjolnir, we're done with Botania pretty much. I was thinking, you know, instead of automating this, right, I'm just gonna set up the infinite mana pool, the everlasting guilty mana pool, once we get our 4-star. That's probably what I was thinking about. That's why I did not really think about automating mana much. Automating the Aconite, because automating the Wither Aconite is kind of hard, because these things they don't the yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but basically, like, these nether stars, like, once they start consuming them, they turn into like the decayed variants. I don't think you can see it. I wonder if you can see it. Yeah, the faded nether stars, and they have a durability, and yeah, you would have to like automate knowing when the internal buffer is filled up. You have to use something like integrated dynamics basically to like do this properly. Like, I checked online, and like the only like proper method of automating this, I thought, was using integrate dynamics, in my opinion. So instead of doing that, I will just going to get the creative mana pool, to be honest, because we're not that far away. Honestly, we're not that far away from all of that stuff. So let's quickly get our clipboard and think about what the possible future of this is going to be. So we are not doing antimatter times 90, we are only doing 20, and we're pretty close to it actually. We already had 13, so we only need 7 more. We did this, we did this. We have enough diamond and seeds. We need more Certus squats, so we need more of this component. Yeah, that I think that's the spelling. But yeah, we need 3 more of this. Right, so that's something to think about. But we're done with blood magic. We're done with R's. I did do R's as well, but yeah, if you can see, I did the Wilden Tribute. The focus of summoning is pretty easy. You just use the Wilden Tribute. To kill the Wilden Chimera, I just use the Mob Crusher to easily get rid of him. And yeah, so I think I still have it here. If I have my Ars Nouveau room, right? Yeah, this is my Ars Nouveau room. I moved, you know, I put it in the main room first, but I moved everything here basically. I have this, it's feeding lava buckets to this, and I have volcanic source links that are generating source through this. I just have a lapis to source gem setup here using the drawers like internal pushing pulling upgrades. I'm just pushing pulling them, give it mana. And yeah, I just use these hoppers to automatically push in all of the items, needed for the focus of summoning, and I just enchanted it. And I also set it up in a way that I can like set up the what you may call it, the Paxel stuff. Like for example, like if you want to make this stuff, I set it up so it looks like a circle, because then I can put these in three corners and these in like the extending ones. So I can put this and this as the as like those corners, and then I can put these three as like alloys. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know? So that's why I did like a full circle and make it look like how it looks like in the JEI recipe, which is pretty cool to be honest. But yeah, so that is done. Oh, the precision mechanisms, we should have enough now. Yeah, we have 21, which means we have enough to make the mechanical arms. If we search up mechanical arm, oh my goodness, okay, 4 mechanical arms as well. So 4 mechanical arms, and we should get 4 mechanical arms. Excuse me. Hello. What is up with my frames, bro? Like, what is happening? Okay, I need to restart my computer because something is up. Something is genuinely up. Like, this is not okay. This is genuinely not okay. Like, what is happening? Okay, so mechanical arms, and I just put it there, and we are done with that as well. So we're making quite good progress, honestly. We can, if we look here, over here, we're only missing the railgun. So we should probably do immersive engineering soon, right? So these are the kind of things I'm thinking about. So let's think about the mods we still have to do. So we still have to do cataclysms. We're done with ions. If we click here, we're done with ions. So we have to just do the pneumatic craft pressure chamber, right? We're only doing the pneumatic craft chamber, so only that's left. You have to do Twilight Forest. We are done with Forbidden-ish. I mean, I have automated the Stella. I'll do it. So basically, we're done. We're almost done. Cataclysm, Occultism is the big one. So Occultism, I'm gonna put the Twilight Forest and Cataclysm together because they're kind of similar. So yeah, these two are the exploration mods we're left with. We're left with the big ones are Occultism, Immersive Engineering, and Ad Astra, right? So these are the big ones that are left to do. I am going to get rid of the checked ones, and I'm just going to leave this here because I'm still left a little bit here. But yeah, very cool. That's pretty cool, right? Like this just makes so much like I feel like I'm having fun again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm having fun again thinking about this because I'm not worried about like, oh, I need more antimatter. I need 90 antimatter pellets. Like, that just it's just annoying. Like, I don't want to. Also, like, incentivizes like boring gameplay, right? Because then I'm like, oh, I need freaking what do you call it, 6x netherrack, right? I'm like, I'm just gonna make xnet and then I'm gonna make a whole field of these things. Like, that is so stupid. But yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, 2, can I make this? I should soon be able to. Do I not have enough netherrack in this? Or oh my, dude, what is up? What? Okay, genuinely, what is up with this? But yeah, I do have 6x netherrack here. If we check our netherrack, we are producing netherrack like crazy. Truly, it's insane. That is, yeah, it's a crazy rate. So we almost have enough, I believe, because we have 2 dim seeds, right? I believe we have 2 dim seeds. Yeah, we already have 2 dim seeds. So we only need 1 more, which we should be able to get right now, right? Yeah, we can just get right now. We can get this right now, which is pretty nice. And that should be it. So we should be able to get all of our dim seeds. Oh no, we still need the 6x dirt. We still need 1 more 6x dirt, which should not be that far apart, honestly. I also set up something for our dirt. So if we come over to what should we call it? The chunk destroyer here. This is producing all of this stuff and I'm processing them and I'm doing the smelting and stuff. Oh my goodness, dude, frames. Hello, computer? Ugh, this something seriously wrong today. Oh, yeah, we have caught up with all of the backlog of this stuff. I should probably start smelting up this stuff as well. So I'll add this to the filter. This is all I've been doing. I've been coming one by one and just adding these filters. Why can't you? Yeah, there you go. Iron, silver, those two are in now, and they should start smelting up as well. Yeah, so I used this to get all of my end stone and stuff, and it was pretty nice. And I have all of my Gregstar stuff being filtered out through this. I just have a mod filter on this. For some reason, the Polar Module Mark 1 does not work, but the Mark 2 does. It's kind of weird, to be honest, but this one does work, and this one does not. Polar direction right? Like, this should pull. I don't understand why it's not pulling, but this one works. Like, if I do this, it'll stop pulling. Like, only this works, right? That's so weird. But yeah, I have 2 shulker boxes, basically all of my Gregstar stuff. I'm still not sure if I want to do Gregstar, to be honest. Like, I'm just collecting them just in case if I decide to do Gregstar. Like, this is the kind of thing you would have to do to get into Gregstar. This is why it's kind of intimidating. Like, you need all of these resources, and you need to like do ore processing with Gregstar, and you need to like store all of the byproducts of the ore processing, and then you do that to process like this, and you need all kinds of materials for like specific like coils and stuff. Like, it gets kind of intimidating, but honestly, I'm thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. You know, we think about it after the star, and maybe while we're going for the Gregstar, a singular Gregstar, by the way, not like multiple of them, not the Gregstar B like that. That's just crazy. I don't want to do that. Not a neutronium B, Gregstar block. Yeah, this is that's something I definitely don't want to do. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go through Gregstar, but also it makes you glue antimatter. Like, that is so annoying. Actually, honestly it's fine because we have the nuclear waste set up. Do we not have waste? Yeah, we have waste. We have the wasted radioactive cone blocks. It's so easy. It's so easy. Like, I'm genuinely so happy that I changed my version to the latest version, and they changed this. Like, this is so good, dude. Like, genuinely, this is like the best change ever. I'm so happy that they did this. Like, this is just so nice, so nice. Yeah, it makes me so much less worried about my stuff. Is this done? I don't think it is. I wonder why. Huh. This should have kept running. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why it did not. And I wonder where it started from, because I set up the dirt there, like all across, and it's just mining the dirt, and I've been using this dirt for all of my dirt. I wonder if this is enough. I really wonder, is this enough? Dirt 6x. That is definitely not enough. We're not even close to enough. 459,000. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe I just removed the filter, but then it'll just give me a bunch of useless crap. I don't want that. Hello computer, excuse me. Yeah, I'll think about the dirt for now. I mean, we could even do it with essence, honestly, with the amount of time we're waiting for the other stuff. But also set up the waystones for everything we need for the exploring, so we can do it like in one episode if we wanted to. I set up the Soul Forge, the Ruined Citadel, the Ancient Factory, and Sunken Temple. That's everything we need for Cataclysm. All 4 of these for Cataclysm. And then this is all just like Twilight Forest stuff. Now most of these I haven't unlocked yet, so I can't actually like do anything in these dimensions. But I was able to put the waystones down near them, so we can still teleport there. And yeah, because they like if you go inside the block dimension, it like damages you. But because my armor is so good, it does not really like matter how much like damage it gets me, to be honest. So yeah, so we'll have to go through this in this order, right? The I think yeah, we'll have to go. I think there's a quest book too. It should show you. There's a whole like Twilight Forest quest book. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we do the Naga first. Oh no, we do the Naga first, and then we do the Lich, and then oh my, dude, please, 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 please. Okay, Naga, Lich, and then you kill the Mino Shroom, and then the Hydra, and then the Night Phantom, and then the Urgast, and then the Alpha Yeti, and then finally the Snow Queen, and then you get the final stuff. Excuse me. Oh, we also need. Do we need the giant stuff? I don't remember. No, actually, we only need. Like I bookmarked these. We only really need like this stuff: Fury Metal, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff. This is from anything in the Twilight Forest, right? So we can get this pretty much from anything in the Twilight Forest, and then we can just make its essence. This is Night Metal, and we should get that from the Night once we get there. And Carmenite comes from the Yorgast, and this thing comes from the Fury Tears, which comes also from the Yorgast. Okay, interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go into the Twilight Forest next episode. To be honest, I think that's what we want to do, right? So Twilight Forest, Cataclysm, and then we can do Occultism, Ad Astra, and then finally Immersive, and then we can finish up and make Pneumatic Craft, the Pressure Chamber, and then we'd be done. We'd be done with the pack. We'd be done with making the star, basically. I mean, not done with the pack, but at least getting towards the star. And then we can craft infinite power, infinite, what should I call it? That's what I'm saying. Like we could probably start making the stars already. Like that's probably a good idea. We should probably like instead of like thinking about like what stuff we need to make in bulk, right? Like this stuff. While we're waiting for this stuff, we can just finish up making our first couple stars, maybe the first 1 or 2 stars, and we can get infinite power, infinite mana, whatever we need that would like help us more towards like getting here. Also, nether stars is still something that we're still kind of lacking in. We have 55,000. If we look here, 10. Yeah. So we are pretty close to getting the second one, I would say. But yeah, we still need to think about how fast we're gonna get this stuff. Yeah, but I mean, the best way looks like what? Nether star shards. Interesting. Essence? Really? Huh. There's nether star seeds. I thought these were like blocked or something. And they grow in the phytogenic insulator? Interesting. But yeah, they only give you for 9 essence, they give you 1, and for 3 of those you get this, right? So that's like 3 times 9, 27 essence for 1 star. That's ridiculously slow. That's not gonna work for us. But yeah, the best way to get nether stars is through antimatter, through this method. So we'll probably do this, to be honest. We'll definitely do this. But yeah, I need to wait up on my antimatter. So that's what I'm saying. Like while we're waiting up on getting all the antimatter, we can start working on the other stuff, because we only need what, 3 times 4? 12, right? So we only need 12 antimatter pellets, and we already have 4, so we need 8 more. We're only left with 8 antimatter pellets for the star, because I already made all the gravitational modulating units. I only need them for this stuff, the improbability device. That's all I need the antimatter for. So we already have enough to get 2 stars, right? Wait, what? No, we need 2 per. The gravitational modulating unit needed 2. So we only need 8. And we already have 4. So we only need 4 more antimatter. So once we have 4 more antimatter, we can actually move this thing, right? Convert this antimatter crystallizer. Instead of like remove this crystallizer, and instead of crystallizing them into pellets, we can put them into the synthesizer. And we can start synthesizing nether stars. That's what we need. But yeah, this is probably something we will have to do soon. But yeah, we also need ethylene again. We need to start up ethylene production, and the only way to get ethylene is biofuel, which is fun. You know, that's fun. We'll have to do this again. Yeah, I might set up melons again just to get ethylene, constant ethylene production. We might even set up, yeah, I'll probably set up a melon and a crusher right there so we can get biofuel constantly. So I'm gonna put that in my clipboard. Set up antimatter, uh, melon, crusher, and then ethylene for nether stars. Yeah, we need to do that. So we only need 4 nether stars. Actually, we only need 8 nether stars. So we need 4 extra, right? So yeah. So really, the things that we have to wait for are the nether stars and the Sirtis quartz for the 256 million mega component. Yeah. We could also do regular quartz, but for the refined storage component. But then that's like 124 million or something, right? Storage component. This thing, not this. I forgot what it was. If we come over here, large storage, it's 1048. So if I bookmark these, right, how expensive are these? Question. Withering processor, right? So that's like, that's nether stars, right? Do we really want to spend nether stars when we're already running low on nether stars, right? Like all of these are withering process. No, that's the only one, right? Oh no. That's a lot of diamonds though. That's the thing. But the thing is, this will be faster to craft at least, because we're not using like inscribers or anything. We'll be using just the crafters and stuff. I'll set up the recipes and, oh my god. That is annoying, 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 annoying. Why did I do that? Let's just set up the recipes and check it out, might as well. I think the fluid storage parts are generally cheaper, right? If we do storage parts and we do this, 4K, 1K, and this, right? If we do this, does it feel like it's cheaper? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Ha 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 ha. Do we do quartz? No, let's. But then we need a lot of quartz, and that's a problem, right? Do we really have that much quartz? We don't even have nether quartz essence. Oh, we don't even have. Oh, no, we do. But we only have 91,000, right? And we already have 114,000 soda squads. Like, there is no way we're catching up to that. Like, it's. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I was trying to do it as a thought experiment. Like, why, when I already have applied logistics, why would I do refined storage? Right? Like, that does not make any sense. Uh, but okay, let's just remove it. Yeah. Okay, so we're done with create. I was also trying to set up my seeds because we need more aldemodium. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Phytogenic stuff here. So I was wondering. Yeah, looks like my seeds are not duplicating here. Do these not work? Or are these just really slow? I wonder. Interesting. Oh, these don't have upgrades. What the hell? Oh my goodness. I have been running them without upgrades for so long. That's probably why. I thought. I mean, there's still a chance it does not work. There's still a chance that it does not duplicate. But I have been running them without upgrades for so long. I'm not sure if I can trust that anymore. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do this, right? And then this. There you go. Oh, what? Uh, oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, already had enough. Okay. So yeah, this should start working up much faster. Yeah, these are actually crafting up. Let's get all the draconic integral components. There we go. Okay, so that should start working now. These are actually filling up and doing everything. Yeah, so these are going much faster now, as you can see. Hello, computer, please, please. Genuinely, please. Okay. Unobtainium. Yeah, so they're giving the essence and stuff now. So hopefully we duplicate some of these seeds here. We get some additional seeds here. Not duplicate. I feel like saying it constantly as duplication implies it's wrong. It's just a wish, you know. It's a wish. It's a hopeful wish that we get a secondary process. But yeah, because like there's a small chance this works, you know. There is a small chance this works. Also, we could probably give this Phytogrow or something. Organic fertilizer, extremely potent fertilizer. Phytogrow. We could probably give it Phytogrow because we have so much appetite and niter from mining dimension. Especially these three, I feel like we should be able to get Phytogrow. So maybe we set up a motor router just for feeding these three Phytogrow. Or we could even feed it through XNet. That's something we could do definitely. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because we need more aldemodium and we need more unobtainium because we have enough of this stuff for the star, but we don't have enough unobtainium and enough we need this, the casing. Oh my god. We for the casing of the aldemodium star, the ATM star, we need this, the unobtainium aldemodium alloy block, right? So we need what to say, 28, right? 28 per star, and we only have, if we look, unobtainium. Hello. 32. So we have enough for another one only, right? We need at least 56 more. right? 56 more blocks of obtanium, and all the modium I just keep running so low on. Like I just keep running so low. But I did set up a mining thing, and looks like it's working pretty nicely because I ran out of all the modium a while back. But looks like the void mining I set up is working. So maybe I should probably set up another one in the end highlands so I can get unobtainium, right? If I want some raw unobtainium, right? I can get it through laser drill. So I should probably do that with the purple laser lens in the end highlands. Yeah, I should probably go there and do that. I probably also have it on. I don't think I have it on a Waystone, unfortunately. Yeah, it seems like we don't, which is kind of unfortunate. Because I don't remember where our Highlands was, where we got our first unobtainium. But yeah, I should probably set up another one of these there, and then what I'm doing is I'm sending them over to a dim chest, which I've connected to my mechanism or processing setup here, and I have a dimensional chest here, which directionally sends it over here. You can see the all raw modium, and once we have 3 of these, it starts doing this. The reason why I'm not sending it directly here is because then like sometimes you clog up the chemical washer, and it's kind of really annoying to deal with. So the only way to like deal with that is having separate like liquid channels for everything, or have like XNet do everything for you. You know what I mean? Like, you would have to like do this process with XNet because the washer, no, the crystallizer always like gets clogged up with like some dirty slurry. So with some irons, with some ore slurry here, because it never has enough, and then the previous one can't work because it's a different ore type. So that's something that I always have to deal with. So I just send it, instead of doing basically 5 times processing, I'm doing 3.3 times processing, I believe, right? That's what I'm doing. So it's a trade-off, but I feel like it's an okay trade-off because we are producing them passively, so it's fine, to be honest. But yeah, that is gonna be it. I think I have rambled on a lot, but I think that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Next episode, I'm gonna do some exploration, maybe to do all of Twilight Forest and Cataclysm because I've already set them up. But yeah, I'm gonna. This is gonna be it for this episode, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.